Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and thank you for joining me here on the Creative Retreat YouTube channel. I certainly feel like a typical teenager because, I'm like, oh God, I got this piece thing down. What are you talking about? And then God, being the good father that He is, just kind of lets me on my own find out that I have much to learn about peace. It has been a crazy hectic month and a lot of things just going down in all kinds of directions. Still don't have the kit, but I am using the printable again today, and I've printed it out on some trace paper. We don't have vellum as such, so I just used some trace paper, printed it with my inkjet printer, and I'm just cutting out some of the elements that I want to use in today's piece. And I'm doing it from Psalm, and it's so beautiful. This translation actually says that God blesses His people with peace. And so, yeah, it's nothing that we can do, and it's nothing that we, get down or have, because we're cute. It really is all God. He blesses us with peace. So when I've finished cutting out all my elements, I'm just going to be laying down some acrylic paint. I'm using the Americana Deco Art paints in a few colors here just to lay out a background. And so yes, in this devotional, working through it, and we've been doing the fruit of the spirit in my Bible study group, my own Bible journaling Bible study group. And when we did peace, I really felt that I was tested in peace, and that I've kind of got this thing, I've mastered it. But then as it happens, I did indeed not. And I'm not saying that God is a God who kind of wants to show you that you are not all that. But sometimes our reliance is so much in ourselves that we forget who and why and grace and all of that stuff. We forget so quickly. So quickly we get into that place where I don't need to get on my knees today for this specific thing. And like I said in my previous video, my phone was in for repairs for 2 weeks. I couldn't do videos. I couldn't, do my normal day job, being that all of the apps and things that I need is on my phone. And that was just crazy. And then I got down with this insane, overnight kind of flu just before a very big conference where for the first time I got to do Bible journaling in front of so many women at a women's conference, demo what Bible journaling is all about. And I did it with a croaky voice, and then the day after, obviously voice was just gone, and there couldn't be any videos because there were no voiceovers for any videos. And I realized how quickly I still allow myself to have my peace stolen by events. Earlier in the year when we did it, I said I was not going to let, the devil or any person steal my peace. But in this month, I really realized how even the noise, if you want to call it that, the noise of life, the everyday happenings, the circumstances that you find yourself, how quickly we allow those things to steal our peace. And it really was the hardest challenge to not lose my cool and freak out because of what was happening. Not any person doing anything to me, just circumstances, just life being all noisy. So for the art you saw, I used a wet wipe. It's a dry wet wipe. It's been lying around for too long, and so it is very dry, and I just used that to pick up the acrylic paint and just smeared it over my page in strokes towards the outside. Obviously, if I was going to do it towards the inside, chances of wrinkling the page would have been way more. And then because I printed these on trace paper, I ran them through my Xyron sticker maker just to make them stick all over. I wanted the glue on the backside spread evenly so that the elements kind of just melt into the page. It's not exactly how I envisioned it to look, but in the end I was very happy with how it looked. And these printables by CC is just amazing. I love that we get to use them when you're a part of the Facebook Insiders group. Go check it out if you're not already a part of that group, so that you can also download all of these gorgeous printables every month that she brings out. It's so cool. And then the reason why I have these speech bubbles here, like I said, because it's I don't want to say voices because it's not like I hear voices, but I do want to say the noise, the outside noise of everyday living that takes away from the inside piece of you. That is what we need to, get a grip on, kind of thing. And the only way that you get it is in His presence. This piece in Psalm specifically says, Jesus or God blesses. It's a blessing. That piece is such a blessing to have, and He gives it so freely. I'm taking my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen, and I am just going to outline some of these elements just to make them stand out a bit more. I did get some of that Xyron glue all over the show, so I just took my Xyron eraser to erase that glue from this page. I didn't want to cover the words, so I didn't outline on the words itself, just because I still wanted to be able to see the words. And that's what I like about printing on trace paper, is that because it melts into the page, you can still read the words. Even through those darker gray words, I can still read the words underneath. And when you layer them, still, it's just a beautiful element, and it's much, much, much less costly than clear sticker paper, which in South Africa isn't very readily available either. So just writing out that when those voices or those noise elements of everyday life drowns out the piece, help me to understand where I need to go and get that piece again. It's not in myself, it's not from my husband, it's not from my children or some beautiful quiet surrounding. It really is getting the peace from God. So today I want to encourage you to, instead of running elsewhere, run to where Jesus is, to get that peace. And then I wanted to just do a little tab. Kind of forgot that I needed to do that, and so I just took the same acrylic paint and did the same effect on a piece of scrap paper. Didn't wait for it to dry properly, so I punched it out and it tore the entire paper, but in the end it worked out just fine. And I put that tab on the top. I will still label it, call it peace on there. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep on watching the videos. The girls have just knocked it out of the park with every single kit, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this. And I really hope to see you again soon. Like, subscribe, share. Do it now. See you soon. Bye-bye.